Hello? Hello? Hello, anyone there? Hello? Anybody there? Hello?
Hello? Is that Private Dick Detective Agency and Screen Door Company?
Yes, it is. How can I help you?
I'm ringing about my missing husband.
I see. Are you sure he's missing and you haven't just misplaced him?
I'm sure. He wrote me a letter.
A letter? What does it say?
Doesn't say anything, you have to read it.
Well, what does it say when you read it?
Dearest Lady Genevieve, I have gone missing in the war. All the best, your loving husband, General Theodore Montgomery Chesterfield. P.S. Don't forget to put the bins out on Thursdays.
I see. How long has your husband been missing?
Oh, I don't know. When did the war end?
Which one?
The big one. We won it.
World War II?
Yes.
75 years ago. And you've just realised he's missing after all this time?
Yes, he was a quiet man.
But surely you must have noticed by now.
Now that you mention it, he's been a lot quieter since he's not been here. Oh, please, can you come over and help me find him?
Yes, I can come over on Friday night.
That will be perfect. I'm having a birthday dinner party with my sister, Sexy Susan, and her current love interest. Oh, and they are bringing the twins too. I can't help thinking she may have something to do with this.
OK, I can see you Friday. How are you off for Screen Doors?
We're fine, thank you. Arrive at the Chesterfield Manor about 7.
All right, what's the address?
I don't know. My husband used to take care of all those things. Just come to the manor on the hill.
How will I know I'm at the right house?
Just keep asking if they have a missing husband. If someone says yes, that will be me.
Good idea. See you at 7 on Friday.
Thank you, Private Dick.
You're welcome. And are you sure you don't need any screen doors?
Just find my missing husband. Bye now. Oh, be careful of the dragon.
The what?
The dragon. Damn thing has been sighted around Chesterfield Manor again lately.
I'll be careful.
Right, now to get ready for my birthday party.
What a strange call. Brum, brum.
Yes, may I help you?
I don't suppose you have a missing husband?
I beg your pardon?
I'm looking for Lady Chesterfield of Chesterfield Manor regarding the missing husband.
Oh God, not again. You'd better come in. Please don't soil anything. I've just finished cleaning.
Are your wheels clean?
An inspector is here to see you, Lady Chesterfield.
Very well, show him in.
Yes, ma'am.
Private Dick, so good of you to come. Please take a seat. As I said on the phone, Inspector, this is a matter of great importance to me.
Your missing husband?
Yes, it's very distressing. Can you imagine losing the only man you ever loved?
Well, there was this one time.
Oh, Inspector, we've looked everywhere except the garden shed, of course.
Why didn't you look in the garden shed? I'm led to believe that many missing husbands are often found in garden sheds.
Oh God, I hope not. The Chesterfield garden shed burnt to the ground years ago.
You don't think he may have been in there?
Lord, no, not Monty. He hated gardening.
I see.
I suppose he could have burnt it down to get out of the gardening, but that would be a bit extreme, don't you think? Anyway, we had a gardener for those things. What was his name? Nice chap, smelt a bit like compost, but that would come with the territory, I suppose. Heavens, what was his name? I haven't seen him in ages. Not since the garden shed burnt down, in fact. Now, if you'll excuse me, Inspector, I have much to do. It's my birthday, you know. Make yourself at home, Private Dick. I expect you have some detectiving to do. I will see you anon.
Hold it, stay right where you are.
And who the devil are you two?
I'm Private Dick, and this is my associate, Deputy Dicko Dixon. We have been called here by Lady Chesterfield to investigate the mystery of her missing husband. Who are you, and where have you been?
I'm Deputy Dan, and this is my love interest, Sexy Susan. We've been on the beach for a walk, which we often do.
Is this true?
Yes, I am sexy.
Now, if you'll excuse us, Inspector, we must freshen up for tea.
Does he always make that sound?
He suffered a traumatic event as a child. He was hit by a bouquet of party balloons.
That doesn't sound very traumatic.
They were in a truck.
What a strange man.
Which one? Come on, dear. We don't want to be late for tea.
This won't be an easy case, Deputy Dick. I want you to keep your eyes peeled and observe everything. I thought the same thing, Deputy Dick. Who goes walking on the beach at this time of the day? I thought so too. Good idea, Deputy Dick. Why don't we go and have a look at the scene of the crime? So, we meet again, Sexy Susan.
Oh, it's you.
Who is that, Mummy?
Some detective your auntie's engaged, dear. She's just realised her husband's gone missing. Dotty old thing.
Uncle Theo?
Yes, Annabelle, Uncle Theo.
And who are you two ladies?
We are Penelope and Annabelle. We're identical twins.
You are what?
Oh, Susan, it's time for our walk on the beach, dear.
Coming, my love. You stay here, children. Mummy won't be long.
Good. I want to talk to the children alone.
You help the detective if you can, children. I won't be long. Don't keep the children too long, detective. They have to continue with their knitting.
So you are...
Identical twins. See if you can tell us apart.
That shouldn't be hard. You look nothing alike.
Of course we do. Look harder.
What?
He's a detective, Annabelle. He'll spot it.
I'll bet he doesn't.
What are you talking about? You look nothing alike.
OK, we'll tell you. Shall we tell him, Annabelle?
Yes, let's, Penelope. Penelope's left ear is slightly larger than my left ear.
But only slightly, and you have to look very, very closely.
But you must be years younger.
It was a difficult labour.
Poor Mummy.
Poor Mummy.
But, oh, it doesn't matter. How long since you've seen your Uncle Theo, Penelope?
I'm Annabelle.
Oh, how long since you've seen your Uncle Theo, Annabelle?
We've never seen him.
I thought you were Penelope.
I am Penelope.
You see, Inspector, one of the problems of being identical twins is we're always finishing
Off each other's sentences, and sometimes,
even we forget who is who.
except for the ear, of course.
Yes, the slightly larger ear.
This is ridiculous.
You get used to it.
Oh, how long has it been since you've seen your uncle, Annabelle?
We've never seen him
We weren't even born,
when he went missing.
so we can't help you.
This is a waste of time.
Yes, it is. And you're wasting our time, Inspector. If you'll excuse us, we have to get back to our knitting.
Yes, we're knitting a scarf for Auntie Genevieve's dragon.
This is all very strange. Maybe I'll get more sense out of the maid. Aha, the maid. I wonder if I might have a word with you, please.
Of course. Which word would you like?
Several, if that's okay.
Suit yourself, but make it quick. I've got a lot of dusting to do.
Okay, we'll start with your full name.
You may call me Maid Marion.
You're kidding.
Amazing, how did you know? My full name is Marion Kidding.
Of Sherwood Forest, I suppose.
No, of Chesterfield Manor.
How long have you worked here at Chesterfield Manor?
Longer than I can remember.
How long can you usually remember?
It varies, but most days I'd say about 40 years.
So you have worked here for 40 years?
As a minimum, 40 years, but I can't remember much longer.
Were you in the employ of the Chesterfields when Lord Chesterfield went missing?
Just after. I started as maid of the manor just after the war.
I see. So you never met Lord Chesterfield?
No.
What about the gardener?
What about the gardener?
Did you ever meet him?
Yes,
Before he went missing?
obviously.
And he went missing when the garden shed burnt down?
About the same time, yes.
You don't suppose he was in the garden shed when it burnt down?
Oh, Inspector, who would think such a thing?
Maybe he knew something about the whereabouts of Lord Chesterfield and met an untimely end before he could tell anyone about his suspicions.
You're the detective, Inspector. Anything is possible, I suppose, though it is a bit gruesome.
What do you suppose happened to the gardener?
Spontaneous combustion.
What?
Spontaneous combustion. He was always covered in compost. Used to roll in the stuff, we thought. Anyway, hot day, hot shed, woof.
Woof?
Yes, woof. Up in flames. Happens all the time, I expect.
Maybe the dragon was in the shed and just sneezed.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, in any case, I think I'll send Deputy Dick there to do a bit of digging. Where was the garden shed?
At the end of the garden, northeast corner, from memory. Now, if you'll excuse me, Inspector, I've got some maiding to do.
This place is full of lunatics. Missing husband? I think we're dealing with murder.
Oh, look, dear, it's that inspector fellow.
So it is. I hope he doesn't hold us up.
Sexy Susan and Debonair Dan.
Gee, nothing gets past him, does it?
Where are you two off to?
We're out for our walk prior to dinner, Inspector.
Well, if you'll excuse us. Sounds like a spitfire or a hawker hurricane.
Very well. If you could gather the folk into the drawing room, I have solved the mystery. Thank you all for gathering and prepare to be shocked. This has been one of the most puzzling cases in my inspectoring career, but thanks to some insightful geniusing, I have uncovered the truth about Lord Chesterfield and in turn the gardener.
Oh, Inspector, do tell.
It is my professional opinion that Lord Chesterfield did not go missing in the war at all.
But the letter.
Oh yes, the letter. While indeed people do go missing in the war, a great many of them in fact, but never do they themselves write a letter informing others of their missingness.
So what happened to Uncle Theo?
I'm glad you asked, Annabelle.
She's Penelope.
Whatever. I suggest to you that Lord Chesterfield returned from the war so shell-shocked and mad that he lived out his days in the garden shed, living on nuts and berries that he foraged from the nearby woods.
Preposterous. Someone would surely have seen him.
Someone did. The gardener. And to keep his secret, Lord Chesterfield burnt the garden shed to the ground, with the gardener in it. But something went wrong and they were both incinerated. Deputy Dick dutifully did some deep digging and discovered this. Human remains.
But that's a wishbone from a chicken, you moron.
What? Of course it is, of course it is. Let me put it to you that after returning from the war, Lord Chesterfield took up an unnatural relationship with the gardener and they lived together in the garden shed, sustained only by a mad passion and wildfowl that they could poach from nearby grounds.
Oh, please, that is ridiculous. Where are they now?
Fearful of being discovered, Lord Chesterfield and the gardener fled to someplace far away. And although I cannot be sure of this, they may or may not have opened an antique shop together.
That's ridiculous.
Impossible.
Rubbish.
Okay, Lord Chesterfield was taken prisoner during the war, was forced to write that letter, and now lives in South America, probably with the gardener.
Oh, seriously, Inspector.
Okay, Spain, where he was shot down and now runs a bookshop.
Ridiculous.
Come, Susan, let's get out of here.
Hold it right there, Debonair Dan. Or should I say, Lord Chesterfield.
What?
You're all bonkers. Look at him. That's Lord Chesterfield. He faked his own death so he could run away with Lady Chesterfield's significantly sexier sister, Sexy Susan.
Oh, Monty, how could you?
Why do you think he and Sexy Susan always disappear for a walk whenever anyone is around?
But how can you be so sure, Deputy Dick?
Look at the portrait. He simply drew a moustache on it.
Curses! We have been discovered. Susan, children, get your things.
But this doesn't make sense.
Which bit?
All of it.
I know, but it's as close as we're going to get to an ending.
Is this the ending?
Yes, thank God.
You must remember this, a kiss is still a kiss, a sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you, on that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. A fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes